All right, so get this. We're diving deep into the 97th Academy Awards today.
Ooh, fun.
We've got articles stacked up from Variety and The Hollywood Reporter,
You said
even some hot takes from Twitter,
Oh, my.
a real mix of perspectives.
I like it.
But we're not here for just the headlines, are we?
No.
We're going way deeper.
All right.
Think record-tying wins,
Okay.
a historic breakthrough,
Wow.
and even an earthquake.
What? Get this.
Okay, I'm listening.
This year's Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like a real turning point, you know?
Yeah, in what way?
It's not just about who won the awards.
Right.
It's about what those wins tell us about the future of film.
I see where you're going with this.
So let's just jump right in.
Okay.
Anora,
Yeah.
Best Picture,
Yep.
and 4 other Oscars.
It really was the talk of the town.
It really was.
Why do you think that is?
Well, its success is really interesting because it signals a shift in what the Academy wants.
How so?
I mean, they're not just looking at these big-budget blockbusters anymore.
It seems like they're really interested in innovative storytelling,
Makes sense.
even if it's like a smaller independent film.
Right. And, the director, Sean Baker,
Oh, yeah. What about him?
he didn't just win Best Director.
Oh, wow.
He also won Best Original Screenplay
Really?
and Best Editing.
No way.
That ties him with Walt Disney for most Oscars won in a single year
By one person.
by one person.
That's a record that stood for 70 years.
70 years. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But it's not just the number,
Oh, what else is it?
It's the combination.
Yeah.
A lot of the articles point to this trifecta as like Baker's incredible command of the filmmaking process.
So like a true auteur.
Right, exactly. He's not just a director.
Yeah.
He's a complete storyteller. He's shaping the narrative from script to screen.
It's amazing.
So are we seeing like a new type of auteur emerge here?
That is a good question.
It's a good question.
And speaking of emerging talent, can we talk about Mikey Madison winning Best Actress?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I mean, she was up against Demi Moore.
What an upset.
Talk about an upset. Yeah.
I know, but think about why she won.
Okay, why?
It wasn't about her star power.
Okay.
The Hollywood Reporter highlighted her ability to completely embody this complex character.
Yeah.
There's so much nuance and depth to the performance.
You're right. The reviews all praised her performance.
Every single one.
And another win that's generating a lot of buzz is Paul Tazewell's win
Yes.
for Best Costume Design for Wicked.
Amazing.
This is huge.
It is.
He's the first Black man to ever win in that category.
That's a landmark achievement.
I know.
And it's long overdue.
Absolutely.
But this, along with Zoe Saldana becoming the first American of Dominican descent to win an Oscar,
Right.
raises an important question.
Okay, what's that?
Is this a true turning point for diversity in Hollywood, or just a few exceptions to the rule?
Yeah, that's what we're all trying to figure out, right?
I think so.
It's great to see these breakthroughs.
It is.
But the articles also highlight a need for more systemic change,
I agree.
both in front of and behind the camera.
Both.
So we've got Anora making waves,
Yeah?
historic wins for diversity.
Yes.
But what about the other films?
Yeah, what about them?
What else stood out to you?
Well, The Brutalist, which won 3 Oscars, including Best Actor for Adrian Brody,
Oh, yeah.
seems worth checking out.
I've heard good things.
And the fact that it also won for Best Cinematography and Best Original Score
Wow.
suggests a visually and orally stunning film.
For sure.
Do you think this signals a growing appreciation for a certain style of filmmaking?
Maybe.
What do you think?
It sounds like The Brutalist is the kind of film that really pushes boundaries,
Yeah,
pushes the boundaries of cinematic art.
definitely.
And of course, we can't forget about Dune Part 2,
Oh, yeah, the sandworms.
snagging those technical awards for Best Sound and Best Visual Effects.
They must have looked incredible on the big screen.
Oh, I bet.
Variety had a whole article about the groundbreaking visual effects in Dune Part 2.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like they're pushing the boundaries of what's even possible in filmmaking.
I wonder what's next.
I know.
What other technological advances are just around the corner?
It's very exciting.
It is exciting, but let's not forget about the other winners.
Right. Like what?
I'm Still Here won Best International Feature.
Okay.
Flow won Best Animated Feature.
Right.
And the politically charged No Other Land won Best Documentary Feature.
Okay.
These wins highlight the global reach
Yeah.
and diverse storytelling that the Academy is embracing.
It really does feel like this year's Oscars were a mixed bag.
It does.
A celebration of artistic achievement, but also a reminder that the industry still has a long way to go.
In terms of?
in terms of representation and accessibility.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
But remember, the Oscars are more than just the awards themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a cultural event,
Totally.
a reflection of where we are and where we might be headed.
Okay, before we get too philosophical, can we talk about Adam Sandler showing up in gym shorts?
Classic Sam.
Classic Sandler.
All right, but you know what else is interesting?
What's that?
All the articles mentioned Conan O'Brien's hosting debut,
Uh-huh.
and they all said he brought this fresh comedic energy to the ceremony.
I like his style.
Yeah, me too.
Could this signal a shift away from like the traditional, more formal Oscar host?
That would be interesting.
It would be cool to see the Oscars embrace a more relaxed, fun vibe.
For sure.
But not everything went smoothly.
Bro, no. What happened?
Remember that whole Hulu live stream debacle?
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
What a blunder.
It highlights the challenges and growing pains of switching from traditional broadcasting to these streaming platforms.
It really does.
What happens when these events are only available to stream?
Yeah.
Are we ready for that?
Good question.
And what about the controversy surrounding the In Memoriam segment?
Yeah.
Some pretty big names were left out,
I know.
which sparked a lot of discussion online.
I saw that.
It raises a difficult question, doesn't it?
What's that?
How do we properly honor and remember those who've contributed to cinema,
It's a tough one.
especially in a digital age where information can be so fleeting?
So we've got Honora's success,
Yep.
these historic wins for diversity, the rise of streaming,
Yes.
the need to preserve legacies.
It's a lot.
It seems like this year's Oscars were like a microcosm of all the major trends and challenges facing the film industry today.
Absolutely. It's a fascinating snapshot of a world in transition where the old ways are being challenged and new possibilities are emerging.
And just when you thought things couldn't get any more unexpected, what about that earthquake?
Oh, yeah, the after party nobody expected.
Right.
A minor earthquake hit L.A. right after the ceremony ended.
Only in Hollywood.
Only in Hollywood, right?
But seriously, this earthquake feels almost symbolic, doesn't it?
In what way?
This industry that seems so huge and in charge,
Right.
suddenly shaken by something totally out of its control.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good reminder that nothing stays the same forever.
Not even in Hollywood.
Even in Hollywood.
The ground is always shifting, both literally and metaphorically.
It's true.
And that's what makes the future of film so fascinating.
Wouldn't you say?
You know what? Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and really dig into what all of this might mean for the future of film.
Sounds good.
Stay with us.
It really does feel like we're at a crossroads with all these changes happening at once. It's exciting,
Yeah.
but also a little bit unsettling.
Right. Like, we keep talking about Honora and how it's different, but will its success actually change anything?
Well,
Will studios be more willing to take risks on these stories and these filmmakers?
one article pointed out that Honora wasn't just a critical darling.
Yeah.
It was a box office success, too.
Mhm.
That's what studios really pay attention to.
The money.
Yeah, if they see that audiences are hungry for these types of films, they'll be more likely to invest in them.
So maybe Honora is a sign that audiences are getting tired of the same old formulas,
It could be.
that they're looking for something more authentic, more challenging.
It's a definite possibility.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, it could really open doors for a lot of filmmakers who have been traditionally overlooked,
Right.
especially filmmakers from diverse backgrounds who often struggle to get their stories told.
That brings us back to the whole diversity conversation, right?
It does.
We see these historic wins for Paul Tazewell and Zoe Saldana, but is it enough?
One of the articles I read had this interesting quote from a film professor,
Oh, really?
and I'm paraphrasing here, but they said that representation isn't just about ticking boxes.
It's about more than that.
Yeah, it's about whose stories get told, who's behind the camera making decisions, who has the power to shape the narratives that we see.
So it's not just about seeing more diverse faces on screen.
Exactly.
It's about giving those voices real agency, real power within the industry.
That's where things get tricky.
Yeah, how...
Because Hollywood is built on these power structures that have been in place for decades.
Right.
It's going to take more than a few Oscar wins to dismantle those structures.
That makes sense, but what about us, the viewers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're part of this equation too, right? Our choices, the films we support, the stories we demand, that all has an impact.
We have more power than we realize.
You think so?
If we want to see more diversity, more innovation, more risk-taking in Hollywood,
Yeah.
we need to vote with our wallets, with our streaming subscriptions, even with our social media engagement.
It's easy to get cynical about Hollywood,
It is.
but we have to remember that it's a business.
It's a business. They respond to demand.
So the more we demand diverse, interesting, challenging films, the more likely they are to produce them.
Right.
Okay, so we've got Honora, we've got the diversity conversation, we've talked about our role as viewers, but what about the future of how we watch films? That whole Hulu debacle got me thinking, like, what happens if streaming really does take over?
That's the million-dollar question.
I think so.
There are definitely pros and cons to both sides.
What do you mean?
Streaming gives us access to a wider variety of content.
Yeah.
But it also raises concerns about accessibility and affordability.
Oh, right. Not everyone has high-speed internet.
Exactly.
Or can afford 1 million streaming subscriptions.
Right.
And then there's a whole issue of preservation.
Oh, yeah. What happens to all these films if they're just floating around in the digital ether?
It's a good question.
How do we ensure that they're accessible to future generations?
Right, and that's where the in memoriam controversy comes back into play.
Yeah.
It's not just about remembering the people who've passed away.
Right.
It's about preserving their work, making sure that their contributions to cinema aren't forgotten.
I like that.
We were talking earlier about finding new ways to preserve those legacies. Maybe online archives, interactive, exhibits something that goes beyond just a few minutes on a screen.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
We need to find ways to engage with film history that are more dynamic,
Yeah.
more interactive.
Right, for younger generations.
Exactly, for younger generations who are used to consuming content on their phones and tablets.
It's about finding that balance, right?
I think so.
Between preserving the past and embracing the future.
And that's what makes this whole conversation so fascinating.
I agree.
We're standing at this pivotal moment in film history
Yeah.
where the old ways are being challenged and new possibilities are emerging.
And who knows, maybe that earthquake was a sign of things to come.
A shakeup.
Like a shakeup, reordering a whole new landscape for filmmaking.
That's a very poetic thought, but there's one more element to this that we haven't really touched on yet.
Oh, what's that?
The role of technology.
Okay.
And not just in terms of streaming and visual effects, but in terms of the creative process itself.
How so?
We're seeing the emergence of AI tools that can write scripts, compose music, even direct scenes.
Whoa, that's a whole other deep dive waiting to happen.
It is.
So I've got all these converging forces, streaming, diversity preservation, and now AI.
It's a lot to think about.
It feels like the future of film is wide open.
Yeah.
Full of potential, but also full of uncertainty.
That's a great way to put it, but before we get too overwhelmed,
Yeah.
let's take a step back and consider what all of this means for you, the listener.
Right. This isn't just about abstract industry trends.
No, it's not.
It's about the films you watch, the stories you connect with, the experiences you have as a movie lover.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with one final question to ponder.
Okay. I like it.
What kind of future do you want for film?
That's a big question, and honestly, after this deep dive, I'm not sure I have all the answers, but I do know one thing.
What's that?
This year's Oscars, with all the surprises and contradictions and everything,
Yeah.
it showed me that film is more than just entertainment, you know?
Right.
It's a reflection of who we are, where we've been, and where we might be going.
I think that's a powerful insight, and it connects back to what we were talking about earlier.
What's that?
The power of storytelling.
Absolutely. Whether it's a big budget blockbuster or a small indie darling, a historical drama or a sci-fi epic, a film has this amazing ability to transport us,
Oh, yeah.
to challenge us, to make us feel things we've never felt before.
And those feelings,
Yeah.
the connections that we make with the stories and characters on screen,
Uh-huh.
they can stay with us long after the credits roll.
I agree.
They can spark conversations, challenge our perspectives, even inspire us to change the world.
And that's why it's so important to have those diverse voices telling these stories.
It is.
To see ourselves reflected on screen, to
Totally.
experience the world through these different lenses.
The more perspectives we have, the richer and more vibrant the tapestry of film becomes.
So maybe the future of film isn't about predicting what will happen.
What is it about then?
Maybe it's about embracing the unknown,
Oh,
being
that's-
open to new possibilities, and supporting the stories that resonate with us, that challenge us, that move us.
I think it's a great way to think about it. The future of film is in our hands as viewers, as creators, as participants in this ever-evolving art form.
So as you go out and watch those films, as you have those conversations, and as you ponder those big questions, remember this.
Okay, what?
The magic of cinema lies in its ability to connect us, to inspire us, to remind us that we're all part of something bigger than ourselves.
And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one telling the story that changes the world.
Until then, keep watching, keep exploring, and keep the conversation going.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.